and search.
All right, gotcha.
All right, perfect. Two.
Okay, I think my stream is good. Good
I
luck,
can
buddy.
hear you. I can hear you on my stream, Tom.
All right, perfect. Yeah, just let me know when you post it, and I'll.
I just posted.
All right, cool. All right, and the last thing is I'm gonna throw up a share screen.
Yeah, I'll throw it on.
Thank you.
Yep.
That was good.
All right, I'm muting.
All right, yeah, I'm
All right,
good.
good luck, guys.
Yep, appreciate it.
Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium.
Good afternoon, NFASL. We're here live from Paycor Stadium in the heart of Ohio, Cincinnati, as we have an interconference matchup. The 1-3 Detroit Lions will be taking on the 3-1 Cincinnati Bengals. Hello, everyone. I'm Thomas Jones IV, joined alongside the Bengals and Lions as we're getting ready to cap off our doubleheader. Again, earlier we saw the Patriots outlast and come back from 18 points down against Buffalo. And let's see what the NFC North and AFC North have to offer here as Brooks is ready to return this, and we're underway from Cincy. Nice return there as Brooks will get up to the 25-yard line where we will see Joe Burrow and the Bengal offensive unit. Again, Burrow, Chase, and Higgins all with new contracts the last couple of years here for Coach B. Great. So the big three reincarnated is back for another chance to get at that AFC North title. And as this game has started, I believe Houston and Baltimore had a desync or a disconnect, but last I checked, that one was knotted up at 14. Again, we already know Cleveland lost earlier today in London to the Vikings. Steelers still have yet to play their game this week. I believe actually they might have a bye. But anyway, first pass is complete to the aforementioned T. Higgins. Pick up a 5 as we take a look at Coach Conk there on the Detroit Lions sideline. Not the start that he was expecting as he opened the month of September 1-3, and on the flip side for Coach B. Great, starting 3-1 after a couple of Maddens where the Bengals were perennially in the lotto. This is exactly what you want to see from Coach B. Great here, starting out the new campaign. As Brown drops the football, and man, that's going to be something we watch for quite some time. Right now, the Bengals were able to recover it. The Lions have fumbled the most in the NFASL, so I know Coach Conk is already not happy to see a fumble not being recovered by his defense. I think Brown may have been down, but either way, fumbles have been one of the sore spots in the storylines here in Season 1 as we approach October here in Week 5 of NFASL. So, 3rd and 8 after the fumble. Burrow, plenty of time, steps up, delivers, strike, and a first down to Jermaine Burton. Nice route, nice little slant there as you see the levels concept. And look at Burrow stepping up in the pocket to get that ball around Jack Campbell. That was just excellent quarterbacking right there for number 9. And the Bengals have their first down of the evening. Oh, at the Cincinnati 42, Burrow will hop under center here as you see the 3 tight end set. Only receiver on the field is number 1, Jamar Chase. And we have a timeout by Cincinnati. It looked like the play clock was running down, so they used their first timeout early in the first quarter. Again, at the bottom of your screen, you can see the games that were played earlier. Again, Zach winning a thriller in Indianapolis by a final of 34-31. Again, Texans and Ravens underway. Coach Brazy got his second win of the game of the season, against Miami. Off play action, Burrow hit as he throws, and he's intercepted. He's picked off by Joseph, who led the NFL interceptions last season. And Kirby Joseph picks up right where he left off with his second interception of the season. Now, that one was all on the pass rush there. It forced Burrow to get rid of the ball before he wanted to. And Joseph was on Mike Gesicki that time, and that's the game's first turnover. So at the Detroit 44, we will see Jared Goff and the Lions offense make their first possession of the game. Jahmyr Gibbs right next to Jared Goff there in the shotgun, as Laporta is going to move over to the right side. And it will be a toss to Gibbs. He cuts it back, and it's a nice gain of 6 for his first touch today. Jahmyr Gibbs, again, top 10 draft pick a couple of seasons back out of the University of Alabama. He's been exactly what the Lions needed, a game breaker, a guy that can hit the home run with the out on the ground as well as a pass catcher out of the backfield, a fantasy football dream. Someone that definitely will be going top 5, top 7 in fantasy football drafts. As Gibbs has the first down yardage as he peruses across the 45. And a couple of runs there from Detroit. And this is exactly how the Lions like to make their money. You know, you set up the run game that opens up the play action, where Jared Goff is one of the best quarterbacks in the league off play action and being able to make that read quickly. As you take a look at Jamar Chase on the sideline, mulling over that first possession and interception from Kirby Joseph. So here's 1st and 10 from Cincinnati's 45-yard line. Goff across the middle of the field, and wow, what a grab from Jahmyr Gibbs. There's quite a few wide receivers in this league that couldn't make that play, but a running back out there climbing the ladder. All for 3 yards, you know, it's not the most sexy gain there, but one of those catches that you're going to look back on the highlight reel and just be like, wow, that's very, very impressive for Jahmyr Gibbs. So he'll check out of the game here. David Montgomery, one of the best backups, if you want to call him that. He really is more of a split in the system, as he's got nothing doing. That one was blown up by B.J. Hill right off the snap, as he's doing the Jordan Shrug celebration there, and it's going to drop the Lions back to the 46. And this is where you miss Frank Ragnow, again, retired in the offseason, and it just left a big hole in the middle of the Lions offensive line. As you see, Conk was able to move some players around. Looks like he moved somebody that's a superstar to center. So here's 3rd and 11. Conk across the middle, and Goff was not able to complete that pass. Dax Hill with the pass breakup, and the Bengals defense with a nice 3 and out after the turnover. So Jack Fox, who was a Pro Bowl punter last year for the NFC, looks to pin the Bengals deep. High end over end kick, and this one is going to land in the end zone for a Bengals touchback. So Joe Burrow will get a mulligan after the opening drive interception. 4:02 left in the opening frame here. So as we take a look here at the Bengals offense, Chase Brown had the fumble on that possession as well. So that opening drive started out with a first down pass, but then things started to ravel on that next series of downs. First down off play action. Burrow hit as he throws and is not able to hook up with Higgins. I thought that he still might have had a chance to go up and grab that ball, but it went right over the left shoulder of T. Higgins, and it will fall incomplete. So we're seeing early that this Lions front 4 is able to generate pressure without blitzing. And again, when you have Aiden Hutchinson demanding double teams, that does open up one-on-ones for everybody else. Motion man here is Andre Isabas. Burrow gets a 3-man rush. Looking deep again. I think he's got Chase. Dropped in the bucket. He's got him. Big completion to the 24 of Detroit, and that is a pickup of 54 yards. What a throw from Joe Burrow. He's one of the best in the league for a reason. I mean, you could not have placed that football in a better location for Chase. And that's what makes this dynamic duo so tough to stop. Burrow after the big throw, rolling to his right, and he will find Gesicki, but Gesicki unable to hold on to the ball. And it was good coverage that time from Detroit, as again they run on that cover 0 look. And it'll be 2nd down and 10 now from the 24. So one of the things the Lions have prided themselves defensively last year, they didn't give up a lot of big plays. And of course, you know, with the Bengals, this is something that they do regularly. They rip off these 20, 30-yard passes. So that's going to be the little mini game within this one today, is who can play more to their style. As this goes to the end zone and incomplete, looking for Higgins again. But that will go out the back of the end zone, and it's quickly 3rd down for Cincinnati.
And it's going to be 3rd down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw. But I think a lot
3:09 to play here in Paycor Stadium, formerly known as Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio, right across the three rivers. Take a look at the beautiful skyline here. 3rd and 10 here from the Lions' 24-yard line. Bengals have to get to the 14. They're going to try it on the ground. Chase Brown on the toss. And not going to reach first down yardage as Jack Campbell and Aiden Hutchinson combined for the tackle. So here comes Evan McPherson. Try to break our scoreless tie. This will be a 38-yard attempt. It is up and it is good. Bengals will strike first here, up 3-0 in this battle between AFC North and NFC North. All right, drive number 2 upcoming here is Khalif Raymond ready to return this for the Lions. He'll take it right up the gut, cuts it to the right, and we'll find the good yardage to the 31-yard line. And this is where we'll see Goff and the Lions offense for drive number 2. They had great field position off after the interception from Joseph, but were unable to get a first down. And check that, they did get 1 first down and then had to punt the ball away. Let's see if they can sustain their offense a little bit more on this possession. Again, heavy set, 3 tight ends, actually 2 tight ends on the field, an extra O-lineman. Play action. Goff fires and had a wide open Laporta, but could not hook up. And we talked about how good Goff is off play action. That was not his best throw right there, and something that Coach Conk has been striving to see from Jared Goff all season is more consistency off those back foot throws. So it will lead to 2nd down. As Bengals are able to get the defensive stop there on the first possession. In the gun, Goff under pressure will just take the quick throw to Tim Patrick, and he'll rip off about 6 yards there to get closer to the line of it's a gain. 3rd and 4 upcoming now for Detroit. Again, this is the second 3rd down opportunity today for the Bengals defense. They got the stop the last time. Monra and Laporte on the right side of your screen. As this will be a carry for Jahmyr Gibbs on 3rd down, and he powers for first down yardage just across the 40 into the 41-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs showing off some strength right there. That's usually the type of run you see from David Montgomery, but Gibbs has put on some muscle in the offseason and is trying to show a little bit more versatility in his game. Right back to the well. It's Gibbs once more as it'll take 2 Bengal defenders, Battle and Logan Wilson, combined to make the stop, but not after a gain of 6 as the Lions are now inching closer to midfield. Final minute here of the first quarter. Bengals up by a field goal. Across the middle, this is incomplete. Looking for Williams there, and I thought that pass was initially meant for Patrick on that backside in route, but Jamison Williams unable to make the grab. Another former Alabama Crimson Tide receiver. Him and Gibbs, of course, played together. And another 3rd down. Lions are 1 of 2 on 3rd downs today. Again, this will be Gibbs, and again it'll be a first down as he breaks a tackle. Still on his feet across the midfield stripe to the Bengal 47-yard line, and we have an injured Bengal. It's the rookie Shamar Stewart. As he's grasping, it looks like his left shoulder. We will monitor that injury as he's going to be helped to the sideline. And Shamar Stewart injured again. We know that Trey Hendrickson, after that long hold-in, was able to agree to a deal today with the Bengals in real life. Obviously in Madden, not an issue, as it is Montgomery now, and he'll gain maybe a yard. Looks like for Stewart, he does have a rib injury. So we'll see how Coach B. Great wants to monitor that and play it the rest of the game. And injuries like that typically, they have a high rate of re-injury, so... That'll do it for the first quarter here from Paycor Stadium. Bengals on top of the Lions, 3-0. As we approach quarter number 2, Lions possess the football at the Bengal 45-yard line on 2nd down here to start the second quarter. Jamar Chase had a big catch here for the Lions. Have not called Amon-Ra St. Brown's name to this point, as it's been Jahmyr Gibbs primarily doing things on his own as he finds the edge. First down across the 30. Foot race time. Can they catch him? No, they can't. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Jahmyr Gibbs goes 46 yards, and the Lions take their first lead of the day. Oh, mercy me. That is one quick twitch running back. Jahmyr Gibbs. We talked about the fantasy upside and the value that he brings. To be able to get to the edge, hit the Jets, and once he hits that third, fourth gear, he's not getting caught, folks. And it's nice to see the Lions getting back to basics this week. Pounding the run game. They've had a couple of third down conversions on that possession with Jahmyr Gibbs, and he caps it off with the 46-yard scamper. So here is Brooks to try to return one for the Bengals. Across the middle he goes, and will make it to the 25 before reaching the end. Will be Joe Burrow now trailing for the first time today. Led the Bengals down to a field goal on the last possession. Catalyst was that 54-yard completion to Jamar Chase. Had a couple of misses, though, to Higgins, so let's see if they can try to get that connection ironed out. Burrow across the middle. Oh, that is a dangerous throw, but right on the money to Gesicki, as he's got first down yardage for the Bengals. Jack Campbell was right there. I'm a little surprised he didn't turn his head around to make a play, but again, when that ball is whizzing right past the helmet, it's sometimes difficult to realize what's going on. Burrow looking to throw again, this time looking for Isavas. He's got him in stride as he makes a man miss across the 30. Back-to-back throws, and Burrow, again, this is why he's one of the top passing yard leaders in NFASL. You see how quickly these Bengals get down the field. Just 2 plays, and they're only 9 yards away from being in the red zone. Take a look at that replay. It's just beautiful. Love that sidearm throw from Joe Burrow. First and 10 now. For the 3-1 Bengals, trying to keep the momentum going, improve to 4-1 for the first time in quite some time. Screen set up here for Isavas after that last completion. This time it's only going to be a short gain of 2. As again, we talked about the start of the season for the Bengals and Lions is both surprising in a sense. I mean, again, the Bengals very talented offense. The defense was the question, will they hold up? And so far they have. Been able to, like you saw in the first drive, keep Detroit out the end zone, hold them to a 3-and-out. As this one's a pass looking for Chase on the back shoulder, but he didn't get his head turned around fast enough. That'll be an incompletion. And then for the Lions, the 1-3 start, again, a couple of tough divisional losses to open the season to Green Bay and Chicago. That definitely puts you in a hole, not only in the division, but also for that wild card race. So, yeah, no need to panic yet, but for the Lions, they had to scratch and claw for their first victory last week, trying to stack that up and make their first win streak here in Cincinnati. 3rd and 8 from the Detroit 27 for Burrow. Screen set up for Chase Brown. Blocks are there. He cuts it back. He's got the first down and more. Inside the 15, down to the 11. And Chase Brown has now placed the Bengals inside the red zone. So you see some of the Bengal faithful here rejoicing at the great play call there on 3rd down and 8, taking the pass rush from the Lions, letting them get deeper down the field and throwing the screen right behind them. So empty set here, 5 spread across the field here on 1st down. Pressure, throw, it's picked! It's Joseph again! He's going across the 25, the 30, the 35. He's taken down by Gesicki Kirby. Joseph with his 2nd interception. Oh my goodness, that's a drive killer. And it was the simulated pressure that caused it. And both times, ironically enough, Gesicki, the targeted receiver, not Jamar Chase, not T. Higgins, Mike Gesicki, as Kirby Joseph has had Joe Burrow's number here today. Lions take over at the 31. Off play action. Goff under pressure, and he's dropped. He is dropped by the returning Shamar Stewart. Again, had that injury in the first quarter, but he seems to be just fine as he was working the stunt there. I see exactly how that got open. Trey Hendrickson took away Penei Sewell and then rubbed against the right guard, and that created a passing lane for Shamar Stewart. So good game right there from Coach Beaker on the D-line. So that'll drop the Lions back to the 19. Goff rolling right, throwing just to probably get rid of this one, as again the Bengal front 4 was right in his face. Bengals defense again making plays here. Now 3rd down and long. After the Joe Burrow interception, after the first interception, they were able to get the 3 and out. And they're one play away from replicating that success.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever.
Let's see what the Lions have drawn up here on 3rd down.
Laporta in motion. From the gun on 3rd down.
It's a 3-man rush. Goff looking down the right sideline for St. Brown. It is incomplete, out of the hands of Amon-Ra St. Brown, and the Bengals defense force another 3 and out after a Joe Burrow turnover. So it'll be another time for Jack Fox to punt this away. Charlie Jones ready to return it. He had a punt return touchdown last season against the Ravens back in Week 5. Well, this time we'll only pick up a couple. Looks like, yeah, maybe 2 yards there. And the Bengals will begin their next possession at their own 40-yard line, trailing by 4. So Burrow, after that tough interception, just miscommunication looked like with Gesicki. He's waiting, looking down the sideline, and incomplete. Knocked out of the hands of Gesicki. Good coverage that time from the Detroit back 6, their secondary. Making things tough right now for Burrow, as those passing windows have been pretty tight. Burrow making checks at the line of scrimmage here before the snap. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Chase Brown, good cutback as he's got 1st down yardage to the Detroit 47. That's the 2nd time today Chase Brown has been able to rip off a run over 12 yards. Also had the screen pass reception that went for a 1st down on 3rd and 8. So he's been utilized really well so far today. As Burrow looking for the screen pass, Lions dissected it well. All over Jamar Chase. That's going to be a loss of 3, as for whatever reason, Alim McNeil is celebrating. I guess he was able to get a quarterback hit on Joe Burrow before that pass was thrown.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here we go.
So loss of 3 on 1st down. Here's the 2nd down try as Chase Brown will shuffle. As this one is an incompletion. Great pressure that time from the Lion front 4, especially that interior, those D tackles right there able to get home. It's now a big 3rd and 13. And Burrow is barking out instructions here for his offensive unit. The defense is hoping that they can get a 1st down here and stay off the field. For the Lions, trying to keep this drive at bay right here. So empty set yet again for the Bengals. Got to get to the 37-yard line of Detroit. Burrow across the middle. It is caught by Gesicki, but he's about a yard shy of the line to gain. And the Bengals will not hesitate. Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field and try to go for it here on 4th and 1. .252 and counting left in the first half. Big 4th down attempt here from the Bengals. And it is in the hands of Isivas. I thought he bobbled it. He may have, but was able to regain control of the football at the 31-yard line of Detroit, and that will be a 4th down conversion for Cincinnati. And the drive continues. We approach the 2-minute warning, and the Bengals do get the playoff just in time. And Burrow to the sideline, and it is a beauty. Right to Chase Brown as he tiptoes down the sidelines to the 14 as we hit the 2-minute warning. Lions up 7-3, but Cincinnati's threatening here as Burrow now has his X Factor activated. Across the middle, it is Isivas again. I think that is his 5th reception in the first half. He has been the most targeted receiver for the Bengals today, as the Lions will use their first timeout. That was a gain of 6 there, and Isivas with another reception. Again, had the 4th down reception moments ago. Again, I like the usage of Higgins and Chase right now. Chase has been motioning around, decoying. Higgins, of course, running those routes to keep the safeties occupied. Burrow's making good reads at this point, as Brown, maybe 2 more yards closer to the line to gain. And another timeout from Detroit. So here's 3rd and 2. Again, 3 receivers set. Burrow under pressure, and he's dropped. He is brought down. I believe that was McNeil with the sack. And it is going to force another promising Bengal drive to end with a field goal attempt. And this is a 31-yard field goal try for McPherson. Kick is right down the middle. It is good. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look around the league real quick. We do have a couple of updates I want to share with you. Looks like the Kansas City and Jacksonville has gone final. As I'm trying to look at the score here as we get the kickoff set up. The Chiefs were able to go into Jacksonville and win by a final of 28-21. And that is Kansas City's 4th win of the season. So for the Jaguars, they're going to fall under 500, 2-3. And Seattle and Tampa Bay have also just kicked off, as Jared Goff gets things going here for Detroit. Goff looking over the middle. He's got Jameson Williams deep down the field. Oh, and it's over the outstretched arms of Jameson Williams. Goff missing a chance for a touchdown there, as it was a single high safety look, and Williams had gotten behind his defensive back, but Goff could not locate that football. Big miss opportunity there for Detroit. And for the Bengals, a big mulligan, if you will, or a second chance opportunity here, is this pass is caught by Gibbs. He'll try to cut back middle. It's tackled in play, so the clock will continue to run. And he's also tackled shy of the first down marker, so 3rd down here for the Bengals. They get a stop here. They get this ball back. Lions just need 3 here on 3rd down. Off to throw. Across the middle. 1st down and a lot more. Jameson Williams. He's one of the fastest receivers in this league. Across the 30. Across the 20. And pressed out of play by Daxton Hill at the Cincinnati 23-yard line. On a drag route, he goes 46 yards. And the Lions are in business now. Take a look at Joe Burrow on the sideline. He's shaking his head. He knows those missed opportunities they've had in this first half. A couple of interceptions, one of them being inside the red zone, as well as those 2 drives ending with field goals. Whereas the Lions here, trying to double up. They do get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So let's see how they play this. Goff running out of time and throws it away. Laporta the nearest target, but that one was not going to be caught by anybody. As again, looked like Shamar Stewart winning his battles on the right side of the offensive line, getting good pressure on Jared Goff. Takes us to 2nd down and 10. Exotic look here from the Bengals defense. See if Goff is able to figure it out as he tries the right side. It's complete, and inbounds goes Tim Patrick. Another gain of 5. I think both of his catches today have been in 4 or 5 yards. He's been running the short to intermediate stuff for Detroit. Now under 20 seconds to play. Again, Lions are out of timeouts. They're going to try to work the sidelines here as Goff does just that. Oh, and it is an incomplete pass. May have been a good thing, honestly. As now they're going to try the field goal with 11 seconds to play. So here is Jake Bates, his first try of the afternoon from 35 yards out. And it's right down the middle. It's good. So our score now, Lions 10, Bengals 6, as we hit the dying moments of the first half.
It's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner, so both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
The return team gonna
As that kick goes out the back of the end zone, it'll be at the 35-yard line.
on one. Ready? From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here we go, here we go.
See the final. I don't think I've ever seen what just happened, folks. On the snap, the ball went off of Chase Brown, and Aiden Hutchinson fell on it. Oh, my goodness. What a disaster for Cincinnati. And now the Bengals not only lose possession of the ball here, the Lions are going to get another opportunity to kick a field goal and put this lead up to 7. Wow. Just shaking your head here. Bengals are not able to get out of their own way in this first half. 3 turnovers, and 2 of them controllable. That one is not, but just a bad omen here from this first half for Cincinnati. Bates will try one from 48. And in the last 5 seconds, Jake Bates has made 2 field goals, and the Lions are now up a touchdown. My goodness. Obviously, hindsight is 20/20, but I know Bengals fans are wondering why they didn't just take a knee and take this to half down by 4, but I definitely don't think that B. Great was expecting the snap to be ricocheted off of the Chase Brown. I still can't believe the things that I've seen at the end of the first half today. We had that Hail Mary in Buffalo earlier with Stephon Diggs' revenge game, 2 touchdowns against his former team. And now we have the fumble Rooski here in Cincinnati.
On one. Ready?
Looks like Rams and 49ers are about to kick off as well as we get the nightcap going here in Week 5 in NFASL. So here's Chase Brown on the final play of the half, and he'll get a nice gain, and it'll up his yards per carry average. And that's the first half here from Paycor Stadium. The visiting Detroit Lions on top of the Bengals 13-6. And again, the Lions will be... Oh, excuse me. No, we got an aggressive call here from Coach B. Great. No, I take it back. Okay, I just misread something. Looked like I saw an onside kick, but Bengals will be kicking the ball off to the Lions. Again, that's another rule change this season, is that teams are now able to declare onside kicks at any point in the game as opposed to just when they're trailing in the fourth quarter. So Raymond will return it to the 28, and we'll see the first second half possession from the Lions. So first half drives, we had a punt, then a touchdown drive, then a punt, and then 2 field goals to end the first half, second of which coming after the fumble on the snap. So low scoring first half here from Cincinnati. See if the adjustments from both coaches open things up offensively, as Gibbs had that long touchdown run, and the only touchdown of the game thus far. This time Gibbs is stopped in the backfield, as it is Joe Osai who makes the TFL. It'll be 2nd down and 12 now from the 26-yard line. Goff, good call there from the Lions. It's a screen set up for Gibbs. He's got first down yardage. He's still rumbling across the 40 up to the 42-yard line, and a pickup of 16. As you see, the Bengals all bid on that screen, and the blocks were perfect there, as Gibbs was able to use that wall to pick up first down yardage. Off again. Quick pass, complete. Gibbs showing off the elusiveness as he sent somebody into the stands with that juke move. Gain of 8 yards, and that is Gibbs' 4th reception of the game. Again, also has that long touchdown run we talked about. He'll check out as David Montgomery now is into the ball game. And this is a completion to Tim Patrick, and he falls for first down yardage. as he was draped in good man coverage there, but Lions were able to get the motion flat route there off quick enough to get the first down and keep this drive moving as they now approach Bengal territory.
The quarterback's hand as fast as possible, and sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback.
Goff with a pre-snap adjustment here as play clock rounds down. Gets it off just in time. Off across the middle, it is hauled in. Patrick breaking a tackle after making the grab, and it takes 3 Bengal defenders to bring him down. Former Denver Bronco showing off some of the strength that made him so popular in Denver and then got him moved over here to Detroit, where he's continued to be a fan favorite. Another first down for the Lions. Goff has completed 3 passes in a row. Here's a handoff for Gibbs. Oh, great play there as you see the scrape from the captain of this defense. And Cincinnati is going to hold that Gibbs run to just a yard.
Keeps this to a modest gain at best. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Goff.
Comes pressure, and this one's caught by Laporta, his first grab today. And he's up to the 25, making it a yard shy of the first down marker. And for the Lions, more than likely 2-down ball right here. So they'll spread the formation out with 5 wide. Motion man here is Gibbs. And we have a penalty flag. Looks like the Lions did not get that snap off in time. So big mental error, as that'll lose the 3rd and 1, and instead it'll be 3rd and 6 from the 30-yard line.
So instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6.
4 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Low-scoring affair between an NFC North Lions and AFC North Bengals.
Williams in motion. Here's Goff.
Across the middle, that's incomplete. Looking for Jahmyr Gibbs, as another defensive captain, Knight, with the closest coverage there. And the Lions will be content with trying to make this a 2-possession game with a 47-yard try from Jake Bates. Here is the kick, and it is right down the middle. 3 field goals today for Jake Bates, and the Lions now up by 10. And again, a possession that took over 5 minutes off the game clock. So when you have the lead, that's something you always try to do, is score, but also make sure you don't give your opponent too many possessions here, as the Bengals will try to make the most of this opportunity. Down by 10, starting this drive with their own 22. Burrow under center, drops back, completes. This is the newly acquired Noah Fant tight-roping the sideline, and he is out of bounds at the 45. So give him 23 yards on his first target this afternoon, and a Bengal first down. Noah Fant again coming over from Seattle after he was cut in the offseason. I believe that was after the draft, too. Joe Burrow looking left side now for Higgins, incomplete, and that's been the story today. Higgins and Burrow, for whatever reason, have just not been able to find that connection. Jamar Chase, of course, had that big 50-yard reception in the first quarter, but Lions have done a good job of holding him in check. And then Kirby Joseph, 2 interceptions off Joe Burrow today, both of them while covering Mike Gesicki. So one of those weird games, and then that just very odd fumble on the snap there at the end of the first half that really has been the difference in making this a 2-possession game, that extra field goal that the Lions were able to sneak in. Burrow against the blitz will find T. Higgins. That's a good way to get your number 2 receiver going, as he jukes back to the middle of the field. And Joseph, along with the other defensive back there, number 6, makes the tackle, but the Bengals are now in Lion territory. And again, we have a Lion versus a Tiger in this matchup here, as T. Higgins, of course, is a former Clemson Tiger. Joe Burrow, an LSU Tiger. Chase Brown was a fighting Illini, but he's not going to fight for much here as he loses a couple of yards back to the 33, and former University of Michigan standout Aiden Hutchinson with the tackle for loss. Have not called his name much in the past game. Again, he's been seeing a lot of double teams, but makes his presence felt in the run game that time. Lost it 2. So that'll drop some of the momentum back for the Bengals. As Burrow's looking end zone for Higgins, and it's incomplete. And I don't think he really had a shot at that one. And it's now 3rd down. Yeah, McPherson has a good leg. You're still within his range here, but obviously you want to get this touchdown and put some game pressure on Jared Goff and the Lions. As the Bengals have only converted 2 of their 3rd downs, and again did have that 4th down conversion earlier. This pass is caught by Chase Brown, but he's tackled immediately by Brian Branch. And it looks like the Bengals, they're thinking about it here, but Burrow is going to come off the field, and they will try the field goal to get back within a score. So here is McPherson from 45. And he is perfect. Bengals back down by 7, 16-9, as the field goal kickers trade 3 here in the 3rd quarter. The punter Reckow on for the kick. And this one goes out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Lions will take over with 1:22 remaining in the 3rd quarter, up by 7. And again, this is where the Lions are such a hard offense to slow down. When they have the lead in the second half, again, the balance that they have, they're able to get the offensive line to get downfield for Gibbs and then hit the play-action passes to Laporta, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Again, today it's been Tim Patrick has been a very busy guy in the pass game for Jared Goff, but make no mistake about it, this is just a tough offense to slow down. It's Jamison Williams' turn. He had that big reception in the last drive. This time will be held to a gain of 7. Second down now, as we are in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Gibbs trying to find running room, but he will find 3 Bengal defenders instead. Logan Wilson blew that play up, and then B.J. Hill cleaned it up. And this could be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We'll see if Goff and the offense call one more, but no need to do so. As you see, the play clock is higher than the game clock is. Yep, and we do have confirmation. We have a couple more games underway. The Niners and Rams have kicked off, as well as the Jets and, I believe, Cowboys. Yep, Jets and Cowboys live from MetLife, underway on Twitch. So we hit the final frame here in Cincinnati. Bengals trailing 16-9. Lions do possess the rock, and it is a big 3rd down to open the 4th quarter, 3rd and 3. They're at their own 42-yard line, and they do have the lead. So, again, the Bengals, if they're able to get a stop here, the Lions are not able to go for it on 4th down. Goff taking his time here, trying to make sure that everything is set up right, trying to diagnose the Bengals' pre-snap look. And he will take the penalty. So Bengals, of course, accepting that. It is now 3rd and 8. And this is the second time we've seen that Goff taking a delay of game penalty on a 3rd and short. I believe on that 3rd and 6, they were not able to convert that. So that ended up being pretty costly. Will that come back to haunt the Lions again? You know, some of these mental mistakes have led to this slow start from Detroit and trailing Green Bay and Chicago in the standings. The Lions are actually even behind the Vikings right now, who got their 2nd win earlier today against the Browns. So here's Goff on third down. Pressure up the middle, and he is hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and the Bengals do get the stop they so desperately needed. Again, kudos to this Lions defense for holding the Bengals to 9. And same thing for the Bengals defense to hold this touted Detroit Lions offense to 16 points thus far. Very, very impressive. So here's Charlie Jones. He'll cut it back, and Charlie's got running room. 40, 45, pushed out a play at the 47. And a great return for the Bengals as they're set up near midfield. And Joe Burrow and the offense, they got that little momentum shift, that delay of game. Costly there for the Lions, and can the Bengals make them pay for it? Again, great game plan defensively on Jamar Chase. He only has 2 grabs today. Higgins just the 1. And ask for a better look so far. Burrow way back in the pocket, and he's going to essentially throw this away. He was looking for Chase Brown on the wheel route, but nowhere near the intended target. And that'll be considered a throwaway in second down.
It'll lead to a second down. Line, ready? 12, 12, 12. Here we go, here we go.
So here is Chase Brown up the middle, and he almost slipped away from the clutches of Jack Campbell. Oh, that looked like it had the chance to be a home run ball for Chase Brown, but instead it'll be a gain of 5, and now it's third down for the Bengals. Now remember, folks, they are past midfield, so they are able to go for it at any point, and they were anyway because they were losing, or they are trailing. So Bengals obviously know that that's the case. Burrow hit as he's thrown, and it will be an incompletion. Again, expecting the Bengals to keep the offense on the field here and go for it, trailing by 7, fourth quarter. And the offense is huddling up, so they'll stay out on the field and try to go for this. So now the pendulum swings to the Lions defense. Can they make the stop, get the ball back to the offense and preserve their lead, or will the Bengals keep the drive moving? They converted a 4th and 6 back in the second quarter. This is a 4th and 5.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Here's the snap. Burrow moving right, and he runs right into Aiden Hutchinson. That's an incomplete pass. That is a turnover on downs, and the Lions take over at their own 48-yard line. And we talked about the pocket presence from Burrow earlier in the game. At that time, that just is not what you want to see. Again, you gave Aiden Hutchinson a free hit on your quarterback there. Never a good sign. So the Lions will take over here as they get their formation set up here. Shamir Gibbs on a toss. Can he find the edge again? This time he does. He picks up 3. He's shoved out of play by Logan Wilson, but you take a look at the rushing yards today. 10 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown. He's averaging 7.4 yards a carry. Those are some gaudy numbers there.
Just across the midfield stripe. Here's second down.
Oh, 2nd and 7 now. And it'll be a handoff for Gibbs. He cuts back, and he's trying to fight for first down yardage, but he's tag-teamed at the 44, picking up 6 yards on that one, 5 or 6 yards there. And quickly, we have another third down as we approach 6.5 to play. This is Montgomery on the handoff, and this is a first down for the Lions. Across the 40 to the 39. Big first down and a third down conversion for Detroit. You see the Bengal fans shaking their head at that one. They know that this has been a frustrating watch. A lot of missed opportunities on offense. Defense has played as well as it really can. Again, holding a very talented Lions offense to just 16 points. Goff, plenty of time in the pocket. He's going end zone. And this is picked off the deflection. It's Geno Stone. And that's how you get a crowd back into the game. Geno Stone off the deflection. They were looking for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Instead, Jared Goff finds Geno. Take a look at this replay. Yep, there's the pass. It gets deflected. Again, that's Daxton Hill, I want to say, or Cam Taylor-Britt. I'm not sure which one that was. Oh, no, that was Battle. That was the safety, Shaquem Battle, who made the play. And Geno Stone, former Raven, back before he signed with the Bengals, he led the NFL in interceptions back in 2023. Here's T. Higgins. Pickup of 7 off the quick RPO bubble screen. And, I'm a big believer in momentum, Uncle Mo, as they call it in the college football game. You make a play like that invigorates the crowd, that gives the quarterback and the offense confidence to go down the field. Now, can the Lions do something to break that momentum? Because that's a huge, huge shift right here. Burrow again. Sideline. No, that could have been picked. And very well should have been. As again, you see Joe Burrow trying to almost cheat to that right sideline to get a better throwing angle, but the risk of doing that is you're now opening those passing lanes, pass rush lanes for, Aiden Hutchinson, one of the best in the league. And again, that's somebody you don't want hitting your quarterback too many times. So after the incompletion, 3rd and 3. Burrow again, a couple of interceptions in this game. Goff just threw his first interception of the game moments ago. Across the middle, in stride, it's Jamar Chase. Spin move, juke move, and he was almost gone. Oh, we were moments away from seeing a SportsCenter Top 10 highlight from Jamar Chase, but even so, 3rd down conversion, easy throw for Burrow, keeps the momentum moving forward, keeps the pressure on the Lions' defense. Over the middle, this is caught. Oh my goodness, Isabas in traffic. 5th grab today, and his first catch of the second half, and they could not have come at a better time, as the Bengals now are inside the 35 of Detroit. 3:48 to go. Can the Bengals complete a comeback of their own? No, they can, as Aiden Hutchinson was untouched. Oh my goodness, the Bengals were fooled by the simulated pressure, and Burrow goes down after a loss of 9. And those are the plays that we talk about, game breakers, and breaking up that momentum the Bengals had built up. Because Burrow's X factor now goes away, and now it's 2nd and long. They have all their timeouts, but again, a field goal really does not help you here, so you know that you need that touchdown. Burrow taking his time, nice easy completion. That is Higgins, and that is a gain of 9, so he'll get half of that back and set up a 3rd down and 9. Burrow in the gun here. User stuck on the D-line. Can Burrow take advantage? No. Great coverage there from Detroit, and you saw Hutchinson was in the vicinity. And the Bengals are going to have to go for it here. 2:26 to play. This is always a tough decision because, again, you kick the field goal, you're down 4, but you don't guarantee you get the ball back. But if you don't get this here, then you have to get a touchdown after, should you get a stop defensively. Tough play here. See what the Bengals have drawn up here. Burrow. And he's brought down by Alim McNeil. A 3-man rush. McNeil wins, and the Lions take over on downs. Devastating there. Look at this again. Joe Burrow maybe had 3 seconds. And down he goes. Oh, that's just real tough right there. And now you got to rely on the defense one more time. They have played their hearts out today, this Bengal unit. Again, Geno Stone with the interception on the last drive. Can they pull the rabbit out of the hat once more? As Gibbs is trying to cut back, and he'll run into Shamar Stewart's waiting arms. After a gain of 1, as you see, Stewart is going to go down here. I think he re-injured those ribs. Yeah, the clock has stopped, folks. Yeah, Shamar Stewart needs some medical attention. Again, he looked like he roughed up those the core section back in the first quarter. Been playing through it, but he's going to have to check out of the game again. So that, in a sense, works as a timeout for the Bengals. So a break there for Cincinnati. As this throw across the middle for Jamison Williams is caught in stride. And good night, Cincinnati. Touchdown, Lions. Just that quickly, the strike from Goff to Williams. And this may have put the Bengals a little bit too far behind. As you see, Stewart was injured on that play with back spasms. And the extra point from Jake Bates would make this a 23-9 game. Kick is up, and it is good. On a day where the Lions offense only had 1 offensive touchdown, had to settle for field goals, that pass to Goff to Williams might be one of those plays you look back on later in the season as the turning point. 2-touchdown lead now for Detroit. Now, Bengals have all their timeouts as well as the 2-minute warning, so that's a de facto 4th timeout. But in a sense, you really want to try to score this touchdown as quickly as you can without using any of your timeouts. That's really the best case scenario there. So the Bengals will try to go quickly. And it'll start with Higgins. A beautiful throw. Oh my goodness, the loft on that ball. You saw that Jack Campbell was running stride for stride with Higgins, but Burrow was able to get just enough elevation to get that ball over his head. And I don't think they'll get the snap off before the 2-minute warning. No, they won't. So, 2-minute warning. That's as good as you can ask. That first play got you to the 27-yard line of Detroit. Now it's 1st and 10, and this is where it's been struggle town for Cincinnati. They've had possessions that have gotten inside the 30, inside the 25, even inside the 20-yard line, but as you can see, have yet to find the end zone this afternoon. And they're going to need to do that twice to tie this game up. Burrow, good pocket this time. He's going to go across the middle. It is intercepted. It's a 3-piece. And in the game of hockey, that is a hat trick for Kirby Joseph as he will put this one on ice. 3rd interception of Joe Burrow. Again, that one was more of a trying to just force something into the end zone as you see him lurking. Kirby Joseph, an interception in the 1st quarter, interception in the 2nd quarter, and now an interception in the final frame as the Lions look to just salt this one away. So again, barring anything miraculous, the Lions will move to 2-3. The Bengals will fall to 3-2. As this will just be handoff to Zylstra. This is going to be a timeout from Cincinnati, again trying to hope and pray that they can get 2 possessions out of a minute 51 seconds. 1st down at this point will win the game for Detroit. All right, and then we also have another game just about to kick off. The other team in New York. We have the Giants and the Saints in the battle, 2-2 teams. As Gibbs is going to get the 1st down and a lot more. There goes Jahmyr Gibbs, 81 yards. And he calls ball game. Touchdown, Lions. So he'll put this one out of reach. And we will use this garbage time to catch up on the other games that are being played right now. So let's go to Seattle here right now in the start of the 4th quarter. Coach Hitzka 2-2. Again, I see 3-1. They're in a barn burner of a defensive slugfest as well. It's 10-9 there in the Pacific Northwest, with about 6 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. And then over in MetLife, or JetLife, as again the Jets are playing today, they're down 14-7 to the Cowboys right at the end of the 1st half there. Again, the Niners and the Rams kicked off about 20 minutes ago, and last I saw in the chat, it looked like Matt Stafford got injured, and rightfully so. The Niners are up 20-0. So this one is a Thursday night football game that really has not been that close, as Chase Brown will catch this screen pass and gain about 4 yards, stays in bounds on the tackle, so the clock will keep running. And then we have the, like I said, the Saints and the Giants, who just got underway. So multiple games for your viewing pleasure here in this nightcap of NFASL. Jamar Chase is on the board, a 67-yard touchdown as he dances into the end zone. And Jamar Chase makes sure that the Bengals don't go scoreless on the touchdown possessions. Again, they have 2 timeouts and 62 seconds to work with, so again, they're going to need an onside kick, a touchdown, and then another onside kick and a touchdown. But before we get there, let's watch this extra point from Evan McPherson. It is good. Alrighty, so first onside kick that I've seen in this Madden. Let's see what happens here. Evan McPherson, of course, and the Bengals declaring an onside kick, trailing by 14. It's been a wacky week 5 so far. Again, we saw the Raiders and Patriots win thrilling games on the road. A couple of blowouts as well. One of them, again, being in Carolina. Panthers taking care of business against the Dolphins. Here's the onside kick, and it is recovered by the third-round rookie Isaac Tesla. And that will put this one effectively away. Again, Bengals have 2 timeouts. Would not be surprised if they use them here, but first down mathematically puts the game away. But either way, 2 touchdown lead, minute to go. Lions in the driver's seat. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. And the first down, yeah, this one's done now. Those numbers are just impeccable. 14 carries, 172 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then also on top of that, another 56 yards in the air. So over 200 yards from scrimmage today for Jahmyr Gibbs. Anyone that has him in NFASL fantasy has to be smiling cheek to cheek. That's a very, very big day. So here's the victory formation for Jared Goff. And that will put a seal on things here in Cincinnati. Our final score, Lions leave Ohio 30-16 victory behind Jahmyr Gibbs' 174-yard rushing day, Kirby Joseph with 3 interceptions of Joe Burrow. Again, Lions go to 2-3, Bengals drop to 3-2 here as we chug along here in the opening season of NFASL Madden 26. The entire crew here, thank you for joining us for this doubleheader of Week 5. Again, our final score, Lions 30, Bengals 16. I'm Thomas Jones IV. Have a great night, everybody, and good luck the rest of the way, and we'll see you soon.